And we're back with Joint Purge. I don't know what combat cascade is, but I'm guessing it's just, chunkier mobs but same stage. That's what they typically do anyway, but we'll see. And we do have a shop here. We can buy materials and, random buffs. Although we can get the buffs from playing. And I do like the concept of, becoming stronger as we, play over and over. The only thing that I'm not a fan of is that it's pretty much just the same stage. But they sort of try to justify it that it only has one stage because it has this one. But if I were to choose between rankings and, randomized mob stage or mob spawn, for replayability, I choose the randomized one over ranking. But that's for modes where we need to grind. But since they put this one, I might as well, And this is just to show the stage without buffs, The mobs do feel chunkier, but it is still doable with, relevant units. Which just gonna take a while, but you can probably use it for testing ground, I guess, if you play it without buffs. But anyway, let's start with the Crusher Core, which is the skill DPS buffs with Fritia Sparkdrive, because why not, I guess. And I honestly find, her kit quite fun to use. And I kinda got lucky that I froze that mech. I feel like the spear skill is slightly better than the barrage one just because, we have a buff that, gets them frozen. Although against boss, the pierce laser is still far better. And honestly, I didn't expect these two mobs to just attack, real fast. So that kinda wasted 5 seconds. And it's 81 seconds for an Optus Drive unit, which is not bad. But we do have buffs, so yeah. And they still have the animation here at the end, at the very least. And here's the buff used. Only 5 meters, and this one is for Ballistic, so I just put anything in there. And since Fritia is electric, and she is a pistol, and I'm thinking that the negative effect could be this one. Now hoping it does work like that. And here's the one with the Deadeye buff or Ballistic with Katya Rhapsody, because she can just ult for her, mobbing. And if you're playing solo, just ult from a distance because the melee mobs are gonna rush towards you. It's gonna slow you down. And supposedly I was hoping to freeze this mech, but it's already like that, so it is where it is. And we pretty much just shoot, all the other enemies now. And I think it could have been slightly faster against that shield mob.
My arms are weak. sore. You wanna get them off, darling?
And I
That's
just
where
try
your
to
best
hit the
friend.
bottom part of this map to avoid the armor part.
You really wanna stand in my crosshairs? My arms are a little sore. You wanna get them off, darling?
But all in all, I guess it's going to be the same time as Fritia.
Claim the high ground and the victory. Too easy.
And the buffs used. Yeah, I chose this for the other buff later on. And this is the buff that needs the healing part, you know. We deal more damage, you know, when we are healed. And here's the one that uses the balance buff, which is, you know, mix of skill and ballistic. And who better to use it, you know, than
The end
Chenxing Jade
is just the
Arc.
beginning. Hardly worth our concern. Arrows, find your targets.
And she makes it easier on this part to freeze that mech.
Your defeat was never in question. Objective complete.
Now I
Precisely as
didn't
the
use skill right
simulation
away because I'm waiting for the other two mobs to appear. And with what I have and the buff I have, I needed 4 to 5
foreseen your
stacks.
inevitable end. Your defeat was never in question.
I almost forgot that box.
Hardly worth our concern. Arrows, find your targets. I've foreseen your inevitable end.
It seems like she's the fastest so far, which I have used for this mode. Still kind of the best all-rounder DPS.
No. You are the true beacon guiding me.
And here's the build used. And I still have the healing buff. That's why I kind of did a basic attack, you know, from the start. So yeah, it's this buff. And I don't know if I was even within 5 meters of the enemy. And this one helped a lot as well for crowd control. But that's about it.